Hi there. Thank you so much for joining me today for a 60-minute practice. We'll be doing a flow and restore, which means for the first 30 minutes, we'll be flowing, we'll be moving, we'll be driving. And for the second 30 minutes, we'll get closer to the ground. We'll have some long holds in yan-like postures. In those postures, we'll take a couple of minutes of rest between to allow the body to absorb the nutrients. But for right now, we're gonna get started in a savasana, laying on our backs. If you'd like to join me with the playlist today, you can go ahead and hit play in 3, 2, 1, play. And we'll find ourselves on our backs. Extend the arms long. Extend the legs long. Feel yourself on the earth. Notice where the breath is in the body. Belly. Or chest. Just watching it, just following it, not trying to change anything yet. Big breath in. Let it go. Feel the ground beneath you again. Feel it as it supports you. Today in our practice, we're exploring the water element. And I ask that you try to remove any attachment to movement that you have, any attachment to form. Let it be fluid, just like your breath in this moment. Still watching. Now we'll start to count. Let all your breath go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that going. Keeping the mind's eye on the breath. Notice your body on the ground again. Big breath in. Let it go. Inhale your arms up as if you were making a snow angel. Take your feet to the lower right corner of the mat. Hands to the upper right corner of the mat. Maybe your left hand grabs the right wrist. Maybe your left ankle crosses over the right ankle. Taking a couple of breaths in this supine half moon. Breathing from the outside of the heel all the way to the wrist. Try to keep both shoulders anchored here. Hands and the feet are bound. Go ahead and let that go. Walk back through center. Stretch as if it were first thing in the morning. And then walk the feet to the lower left corner of the mat. Hands to the upper right corner, left corner. Maybe you grab the wrist. Maybe you cross the right ankle over the left. Send breath to sensation. Heart stays open. Going with the flow here, not attached. Channeling the element of water. Inhale back through center. Stretch nice and big. Bring your hands down by your sides, by your hips. Walk the feet under the knees. Setting up for a bridge pose. Feel your lower back stamp into the ground. Feet nice and stamped too. Press into the feet. Inhale, feel the tailbone lift. The rest of the spine gently lifts. As you reach the top, exhale, roll it back down. Inhale, tail lift, rolling all the way out to the shoulders. Exhale, slowly lower down. Last time tailbone hits, tailbone lifts. Feel the belly engage as the knees press forward, the feet press down. This time we'll hold. Press the knees forward. Keeping your breath going here. Feeling that whole posterior chain engaged. Big breath in. Exhale, lower it down. Pull the knees into the chest. Take a couple of circles, massaging out the lower back. Still early in practice. Switch directions of your circle. Let your hands come to the back of your knees and go ahead and rock and roll a couple of times, coming to a seat. Roll over those knees, come to a tabletop. Before you go anywhere, make sure the joints are stacking, hips on top of knees, shoulders on top of elbows, on top of wrists. Feel that lower belly pull in, engaged. Inhale, peel the collarbones open, tailbones open, gaze lifts. Exhale, press into the mat, spine arches. Inhale, open. Exhale, arch. Feel the fluidity of the spine here. Continuing to move with your breath. Couple more times. Think about the shoulders sliding down the spine as you open up. And then almost sliding forward into the arch. Last time here to open. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Press into the hands and the knees, arch the spine up. Feel the belly pull in. Feel the shoulders stretching apart. Go ahead and come to a neutral tabletop. Lower belly still engaged. Shift the weight into the left knee. Right leg lifts, flex that heel. Left arm matches, reaching out front. Balancing table. Make sure those back toes are facing towards the mat. Find your center. Feeling down the spine. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch. Last time, elbow to knee. Inhale all the way out. Balancing table here. Left palm down. Roll to the outside of that left knee. The inside of the right foot touches down. Right arm lifts up, modified side plank. Arm reaches over the ear. Feel that side bend just like in your supine. Reaching from heel to fingertip. Belly still engaged. One more breath. Right hand down, right knee down. Inhale, left fingertips up. Gaze lifts. Exhale, thread that left arm under the right. Threading the needle. Right hand stays where it is, or extend it out long. Maybe wag your tail like a puppy, feeling the sensation in the shoulder. Right palm slides underneath the shoulder. Press the palm into the mat. Left arm lifts, gaze lifts. Exhale, left palm to the right. Open up, cat pose. Exhale, cow pose. Find that neutral tabletop. Shoulders engaged. Shift the weight into the right knee. Inhale, left leg long. Kick through the heel. Right arm matches. Reaching those fingertips forward. Almost feel like someone's pulling your limbs in opposite directions. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, expand, reach. Exhale, pull everything in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, expand, balancing table. Exhale, right palm down. Left foot down. Roll onto the inside of the left foot. Left hand reaches. Gaze can be up or out. Arm out stretches over that left ear. Reaching from heel to fingertip. Left palm down, left knee down. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, thread that arm under the left, bend the left elbow to do that. Right shoulder to the mat, towards the mat. Shifting the hips back and forth. Sending breath to the shoulder. Left palm presses, right hand reaches, gaze lifts to right palm down to meet the left. Find your tabletop. Breath in, breath out. Tuck the toes, hands still underneath the shoulders. Press into the hands, press into the toes, knees pick up to a hover. 3 breaths. And out. 2. Exhale. Breath 3. Exhale, hips lift, downward facing. Bend the knees one at a time. Walk your dog. Maybe shake the head, no. Yes. Trying to release any little tensions in the neck. Let that walking of the heels come to a still. Heels reach towards the mat. Hips lift high. Bend in the knees as much as you need to walk the hands back to the feet. Finding a little forward fold here. Inhale, halfway lift. Either tent the fingertips, hands find shins, maybe hands find thighs. Wherever you are, feel that lower belly pulling in. Tailbones reach back, shoulders roll back. Hamstrings engaged. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, palms through heart center by the sides. Inhale, arms lift high. Exhale, side bend right. Right palm drops. Inhale, right palm up. Side bend left, left palm drops. Inhale, both arms up. Palms come to press. Bend the elbows, bring the hands to the back of the skull. Either stay here or tailbone heavy. Find a little back bend. Pressing the chest forward. Inhale, arms back high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale, walk the palms back out, maybe in a downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Maybe bend the knees both at the same time. Hips press back, chest press to knees. Straighten the legs, keep the shoulders engaged just like that. Feel how it rotates the shoulders back. Walk the feet to the hands front of the mat. Coming to a fold, knees can be bent. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Big toes come to touch, roll all the way up, one vertebra at a time. Coming to mountain, arms lift through heart center and by the sides. We'll do 3 half suns. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees with the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find your mountain breath in and out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, sweep the arms as you breathe in. Exhale, find your mountain. One breath in here. One breath out here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then the knees come up. Maybe in a mountain. Find your breath here. Maybe let the eyes close, shoulders rolling down the back. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, step back, just the left foot. Find your low lunge, shifting back and forth once or twice. Back knee touches down. Inhale, arms up. Low crescent lunge. Hands can come to that front knee to start. Making sure the hips are even towards the front of the room. Making sure you're pulling the left hip up to meet the right hip back. If you feel comfortable here, inhale, arms up. If you feel comfortable here, palms come to prayer, to the back of the head. Keep the hips heavy. Find your back bend by pressing the head into the forearm. Inhale, arms back up. Neutral crescent, hands to hips. Exhale, shift back. Half split. Your hands can touch down on the ground for balance here. Shift back and forth a couple of times. Breathe into the hips. Finding your own flow, your own groove, your own motion. Not so attached to a perfect posture today. Like I said, working with water. Hips go back, let them sink back. Breathe into that hamstring. Flexing the right foot, pressing through the heel. Hips stay neutral. One more breath in and out. Hands walk forward, frame that right foot. Pick up the left knee. Right foot meets the left. Find a high plank. Exhale, lower down. Knees, chest, chin. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times, inhale. Collarbones open, pelvis presses, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Last time, inhale up. Tough feet press, baby cobra. Exhale, forward. Hips shift back. Through child. Meet me in a downward facing dog. Hips lift back. Hands wide on the mat. Heels working towards the earth. Always have the option here to drop the knees, finding a child's pose. We'll be wherever you want to be for 3 breaths. Breath 2. Last breath. and out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk the feet forward. Inhale, roll yourself up, all the way up. Arms lift high. Exhale, hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Hands plant, step back, just the right foot. Shift back and forth in your low lunge. Just a couple of times into the foot, into the hip. Right knee down, arms lift high. Low crescent lunge. Actually, we go to the knee first so we can check our alignment. Hips heavy, crown high. See if you can breathe all the way out of the crown of your head as it pulls up. Maybe arms lift. Maybe hands to prayer. Maybe hands to the back of the skull. Maybe baby back bend. Pressing head into the forearm. Inner thighs working really hard here to keep you in balance as well as the core. One more breath wherever you are. Arms lift high. Hands to hips, shift them back. Half split. Toes peel towards the face. Hands maybe touch down, maybe not, depending on your level of challenge today. Coming forward, finding that low crescent line, and then shifting back. 3 in your own breath. Let it be fluid. Try to loosen up any rough spots with your breath. What can you do to disrupt the patterns of the mind that have eroded themselves? This time, hips shift back, toes reach towards the face, find a forward fold. Try to keep the hips even as they reach back. Head nice and loose, trying to keep tension out of the shoulder. Last breath here. Walk the hands forward to frame that left foot. Right toes tuck, knee lifts, left foot meets back. Find your high plank. Lower down knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, down through child. Meet me in a downward facing dog. 3 breaths once you get there. Exhale all the breath out. Inhale, look forward, either walk or step forward in front of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find your mountain. Find your breath. Find the ground beneath your feet. Inhale, arms lift high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands plant down. Step back, just the left foot. Knee touches down. Inhale, up. Crescent lunge. Hands can stay on that front knee or go right into your right belly. Inhale, arms back high. Hands come to heart. Tuck those back toes. Power up through the inner thighs. High lunge. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, open the arms. Open the hips to the left. That back heel touches down. Warrior 2, look over the right fingertips. Right fingertips forward, up and back. Reverse warrior. Straighten the right leg, reverse triangle. Arms back through warrior 2. Bump the hips back, fingertips forward, tilt forward. Find your triangle pose. If you have a block or a block-like object, you can put it under your hand here to help open your chest, bringing the ground to you. Gaze can be forward or towards that top hand, rotating the left hip open. Couple more breaths here. Find your center. Fluidity of breath. Bend into the right knee. Both arms lift back up, warrior two. Inhale forward, back to your high lunge. Hips to the front of the room, hands to the hips. Either walk that back foot in and step it down, or keep the heel up. Hips shift back, right leg straightens, forward fold. Find your pyramid pose again with the blocks. If you've got them, put them under your hands. Bring the ground to you. Hips shift back equally. That means that right is probably shifting back. Left is reaching forward. Send breath to sensation. If you'd like to fold forward and surrender, you can go ahead and do that. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend a little into the right knee. Get rid of your props if you've got them. Hands touch down to the ground. Set the left foot up into the air. Standing split. Maybe the leg doesn't go that high today. Wherever you are, that's fine. Reach into the left inner thigh. Exhale, left foot meets the right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hands plant, step back, just the right foot. Low lunge. Knee touches down. Arms lift. Low crescent. Hands again can stay on that front knee. Or find your back bend. Hands to the bottom of the ridge of the skull. Pressing the chest forward. Opening the collarbone. Punching the heart through the chest. Hips stay neutral. Tailbone heavy. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tuck those right toes under. Pick up the knee. High lunge, making the adjustments you gotta make. And then arms lift high. Hips heavy. Exhale, open hips, open arms to the right. Left knee goes towards the left. Arms outstretched long. Left fingertips forward. Up and back. Straighten the left knee. Exhale, arms through warrior two. Fingertips shift forward, hips shift back, tilt forward. Find your triangle. Breath still moves. Pressing through the back knife edge of the left foot. Inner thighs engaged. Breathing. Last breath here. Exhale, bend into that left knee. Arms return to warrior two. Pivot to your high lunge. Facing the front of the room, front of the mat. Hands come through heart center to the hips. Shift the hips back, straighten that left leg. Hands either come to your blocks or they come to the floor. Whatever you did on that first side, try to let go. Try to let this be fluid. Whatever your experience is on this side. Hips really shifting back still. Left back to meet the right, right up to meet the left. Let the head go, shoulders go, surrender into a fold if that feels right here. Bend into the left knee a little. Walk the hands forward. Keep the right heel up towards the sky. Standing split. Nose moving towards the left knee. Lifting to the right inner thigh. Maybe keeping that foot flexed or pointed, playing with what that feels like. Lifting it a little higher using the glute for help. One more breath. Bend into the left knee, right foot comes down to knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward, fold, hands plant. Step the feet back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting forward, coming to a high plank. Go ahead and lower down all the way in your own way. Find yourself on your belly on your mat. Make a little pillow with your hands. Shift your hips side to side, releasing any tension here. We'll move towards the Sphinx pose. From here, walk the feet wide to the mat. Pelvis presses down. Elbows come somewhere underneath the shoulders, or maybe slightly ahead of the shoulders, further towards the front of your mat. Roll the shoulders down the back. Feel the crown lift high. Tops of the feet, pelvis pressing like I said. Maybe you take a look back. Over both shoulders. Letting the chest open. Left ear, left shoulder. Breathe into the right side of the neck. Almost dragging the hands back towards you. Opening that abdominal wall a little bit. Roll chin down to chest. Right ear, right shoulder. Now breathing into the left side of the neck. Starting to slow down here. Anytime during the second portion of the class, you start to feel the mind drift, bring it to the breath. Let the breath be your guide. Chin comes to chest. Inhale, head high. Gaze forward. Big breath in. Let it out. Try to find a little stillness for the last minute or so of our Sphinx together. Maybe feeling the breath moving along the bladder meridian, along the spine. From hips to crown. Round the hips. Still pulling the mat towards you with your hands. Still pressing that pelvis into the mat. Last few breaths here. The bladder and the kidney are the organs that oversee the water element in the body. Perhaps somewhat expectedly, but perhaps not expectedly. They're the longest meridians in the body, so much to work with here. Take your last breath in Sphinx. Lower back down to the hands as a pillow. Finding stillness for a full few breaths. Letting the nutrients of the pose sink into the body. Just feeling the earth come up to meet your body. Switching the cheek if you had one cheek down. The energy of Sphinx pose is very active. Letting yourself recover from that. And as you feel ready, hands can come underneath the shoulders. Press you back into a Sphinx, into a child's pose from your Sphinx. Just transiently, as you walk your hands back to the knees into a hero pose, and then shift the hips off to one side. Finding a seat. You'll need some sort of prop for this next pose, either a block, a stack of books. Bring the feet wide to a straddle. Bring the inside of the left foot to the inside of that right thigh. We're really only looking for 60 or 70% here. Bring your block outside of that right leg. Inhale, feel the crown lift high. And then exhale, let the elbow come down to the prop. Let your head fall into your hand. Let your left palm find that left knee, weighing it down. Let yourself just be here. Breath to the kidneys and the side body of the lower back, the reservoir of life. The water, when it's in balance in the body, is fluid. It makes us open to ideas, to emotions, to change, to shift. Playful, it's curious. How can you bring that to your breath in this pose? Following the breath with attention, let it be playful, let it be curious. The eyes gently lowered here. Next exhale, see if you can let the shoulders relax a little bit. Any tension from the cheeks go. Love and intention following the breath. Curiosity, playfulness, fluidity. About 5 more breaths here. out, picking yourself all the way up or opening the eyes. Let the torso shift so you're facing that right leg. Hands come on opposite sides of the right leg. We'll go for a forward fold to the right. Maybe you don't make it very far today. Maybe you fold all the way down, head coming to knee, or probably more likely head coming to block. Let the palms be open to the sky, opening yourself. Now instead of freedom and movement, finding freedom and stillness. Probably feeling this somewhere in that left back body. Maybe a little bit in the right hamstring. Wherever you feel today is what you're supposed to feel today. Going with the flow. The attention is drifting outside of your mat. Drag it back to the breath, back to the center. Last breath here. Remove any props and very slowly walk yourself back up to a seat. Taking your time, hands coming behind you. Don't even move the legs yet, just let the head fall back a little, absorbing that energy. All of those forward folds. Letting that reservoir of life, of energy, of the kidneys circulate through the body in stillness. Eyes staying lowered. When it feels right, you can extend the left leg long to match, but stay leaning back. Walk the hands back up next to the hips. Bring the right inside of the sole to the left inner thigh. Going to the opposite side, flex through the left foot, prop comes outside of the left leg, side bend, so your elbow meets the block, hand supports the head, and then the right palm comes to the right knee, weighing it down. Just breathe. inhales melt into the exhales and vice versa. Relax any tension out of the jaw. Just a few more breaths here. We've talked about the fluidity of water, not to be confused with softness. Water can erode rock, given the time. Remove any props from under your left elbow. Shift the torso over that left leg. Find your head to knee pose this way. Walking the hands out or not. Finding your 60, 70, maybe 80%. But leaving space for gravity to do its work here. Maybe finding a prop for under your forehead. The lesson water teaches us is where to push and where to yield, where to be fluid, where to be open to change. And with that comes all of the positive traits, all of the benefits. Still sending breath to sensation. Still letting breath be your guide. About 5 more breaths here to get everything you need out of the bones. Gently walk your hands back to your hips. Hands behind hips once again. Gently resting back. Letting your breath be gentle, letting your gaze be heavy. Feel the floor beneath you. As you're ready, extend that right leg long, slowly. And as you feel ready, bring your block or your blanket or your pile of books with you. Bring your feet to the mat, hips towards the feet, setting up for a bridge just like the very beginning of class. Press the feet into the ground just enough to lift your hips up inside the block, under your sacrum, top of your butt, and then let the hips be heavy. Let the knees release forward. Hands can be somewhere on the body, out to the sides, or overhead. Your choice today. Wherever you feel the most release, the most relief. Nothing to do here except be. Maybe not even watching your breath anymore. Maybe just letting yourself be, breathe. Release any tension in the skin of the face or the scalp. Let the ears melt back towards the mat. Eyes into their sockets. Cheeks smooth. Jaw relaxes. Teeth slightly part. Let the throat be open. Heart be open. The arms are extended overhead. Bring them back down to the side. Wherever you are, press the feet into the mat. Lift the hips up slightly. Slide the block out, roll down. Let that lower back touch down. Slide the left leg long. Slide the right leg long. Arms out to the side. The most important pose of class. Feel the ground as it cradles you. I'll let you know when it's time to come out. Let the breath start to deepen in the body once again. Feeling it move from the belly into the chest. Let it go. Big breath in as you reach the arms overhead and stretch. Roll over to one side into a fetal position. Taking a big breath in and out. Press yourself up into a seat. Feel your hips on the earth, hands on the knees, crown lifting towards the stars. Breath in, feel it travel up the front of your body. Breath out, let it go. A second time, inhale. Tail to crown. Give it away. Last time, in together, breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Hold on the exhale at the bottom. Feeling that crown lift high. Inhale, arms lift, gaze lift. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Bow the head to the heart. Let's close our practice today with gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this served you.